Hello, and thank you for stopping by. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. If you are not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when new videos arrive. Elon Musk. He's been in the news quite a lot. He owns Tesla and SpaceX. Now he wants to be the owner of Twitter. Elon Musk will soon hold the keys to Twitter Town. Yep, the company announced on Monday that it has accepted the Tesla CEO's $44 billion offer to take the company private. That means the world's richest person who has a penchant for theatrics and erratic behavior is about to have the power to reshape discourse on social networks used by millions and more than 200 million people every day. How might Musk wield that power? Here are some proposals that Twitter that he has floated. 1. Loosen up content rules in the name of free speech. I'm all for free speech, but I also believe that the individual should police themselves. Just because we can say something doesn't necessarily mean that we should. There's a lot of times when I get on YouTube and I get on Facebook and various other places and I see something stupid and I want to tweet or I want to Twitter or I want to Facebook or YouTube, and I write it out, then I read it, and if it sounds really, really bad, I delete the tweet or I delete the response. I just delete it. Loosen up content rules in the name of free speech. The Tesla and SpaceX CEO described himself as a free speech absolutist and has criticized what he sees as excessive moderation on online platforms. He nodded to these beliefs in his statement announcing the purchase by saying that free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy, and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated, which is true. A lot of people discuss things. A lot of times they have opinions about stuff and then they talk about it. You could say something and before you know it, it sparks a whole conversation. Musk has argued that social networks should not remove comments that, while offensive, are still legal. During a recent interview at a TED conference, he said, "It's a gray area. If it is a gray area, let the tweet stand. Don't get rid of it." Twitter currently bans harassment, abuse, and posts that wish physical harm on somebody. The platform has other guardrails too, like a prohibition on misinformation related to COVID-19. And speaking of COVID-19, everybody has an opinion on that. Some believe the narrative, some don't. Some think the government brought the stuff over here. Some people think we're just in the flu and they're creating a COVID scare to keep people under their thumb. Everybody has their opinion, and I'm telling you that nobody knows the truth for sure. Experts who studied social networks fret about Musk's push to loosen the rules of engagement on Twitter. They say that could give license to harassers, trolls, and others who abuse the platform to target people. They also worry relaxing the rules on Twitter will empower those looking to exploit the platform by spreading misinformation or flat out lies. Oh, people wouldn't do that now, would they? About political events, government officials, and matters related to public health and safety. Yep, it's very possible that people could do that. 2, he wants to create an edit button so users can change their tweets. Now, I like that because there's times when I misspell things. And once I've tweeted it, I want to be able to go in and change it so that way my wording is proper. That's a benefit. But one of the most requested product changes among Twitter users is the edit button, me included. Unlike Facebook, Instagram, and other media apps, it is not possible to change content on Twitter once it's been published. Musk has said he supports letting people change what they tweet, a proposal that has stirred a heated debate among academics, journalists, and other heavy users of the platform as well have had a problem with it. They fear among experts is that adding an edit button feature would be weaponized by bad actors. See, they're always looking for the worst. And in a way, that's good, because when you're looking for the worst, you expect it and can stop it before it gets to you. The fear among experts is that adding an edit button feature would be weaponized by bad actors who could use it to cover up abuse or harassment as if it never happened, which means that it's been tweeted. Therefore, they can go back in and change it so it doesn't sound like it's bad. But the thing is, when you tweet something, I wonder if you change it on your end, does it change it on their end? It ain't like Facebook or YouTube where you can go back in and edit your comment and it stays edited for everybody to see. When you tweet something, you tweet it to their page, and unless you can go back to their page, I suppose you can fix it on their page as well. Yeah. But others say safeguards could be put in place so that tweets could be edited to clean up typos while also showing a history of how the tweet was edited to preserve the original content. Now, I think that's very smart. You could keep the original tweet, a mirror image of the original tweet, but once you edit it, it'll show how you've edited it and what you've done. I think that's very, very smart. I think you should also be allowed to reread your tweet for typos before you actually tweet it. Now, the reason I put that in there myself is because I think that before you tweet, you have to proofread it first. Then you can tweet it once you proofread it. 3, open up Twitter's algorithm to the public. I don't know about that one. Musk has said that software that determines what people see and how widely content spreads on Twitter should be cracked open. He supports placing Twitter's algorithm on GitHub, a site popular with programmers for sharing content and computer code. While some advocates of more transparency at social media companies say that could be a step toward greater openness, others say revealing Twitter's dense and complicated algorithm to the public could accomplish very little. Furthermore, allowing anyone to see Twitter's algorithm could give spammers and malicious actors a way to exploit the system. That is very possible. It could do that. That's a gamble. Is it a risk worth taking? I don't know. There is the fact that a social network the size of Twitter processes billions of pieces of content every day. How and why tweets go viral and how Twitter's systems work is so dense and complex that the company's own software engineers can be perplexed trying to understand its logic. Now, if you have the algorithm, and like on YouTube, you can find out what videos go viral, what videos don't, which people are watching which video, that I understand. That's content provider. But if you want to tweet something on Twitter, you should not be allowed to know what's popular and what's not, because eventually you're only going to tweet stuff that people like. You're not going to be honest with yourself. It's not going to be like if I think Joe Biden's doing a bad job, or if I think he's doing a good job. If there's an awful lot of people that think he's doing a bad job, I might start harping on Joe Biden for no reason, just because I want to get those Twitter followers. Also, without the underlying user data, which would not be public, the algorithm alone would likely provide a few clues about how ranking works at Twitter. Number 4. Launch a war on bot armies, and I think that's good because there's an awful lot of bots out there, and I get that on YouTube. I'll get people that'll spam me. They'll do a bot on my videos, which I don't have a lot of subscribers, but the ones I do have, I'm gratefully appreciative of you guys. I really am. But sometimes I get a comment. It's from a spam bot. And I'm learning that that's an important thing to know about. Combating proliferation of bots on Twitter, fake accounts that are programmed to respond to tweets on certain topics, is another change Musk favors. That's good. That's almost like in Congress you have people that are lobbyists that are paid by companies to lobby Congress to get certain things accomplished. Musk's business empire has been known to attract a fair share of bots, including bots supportive of his electric car company, Tesla, that attacks Musk's critics. He has not said he would like to temper those kind of bots, but he has suggested there should be a crackdown on scamming bots promoting cryptocurrency hustles and various other hustles. If our Twitter bid succeeds, we will defeat the spam bots or die trying, Musk tweeted last week, adding that he would like to be authentic and have all of his Twitter users to be real humans. It should be noted that Twitter already has a strong rule against spam, and it bans things like attempting to artificially influence conversations on the platform with fake accounts and bots. So the question remains, how exactly Musk would strengthen an already robust anti-spam policy? Everything can be tweaked a little bit to make it better. No matter how good you are, you could always be better. 5. Scrap advertisements. Right now, about 90% of Twitter's revenue comes from advertising, but the company has struggled to attract advertisers to the platform, which often devolves into political firestorms and ugly online brawls, as if you were in a John Wayne film and a brawl broke out. With the company going private, it will not be under the same pressure from shareholders to continually grow advertising revenue. Musk has said it should move to a subscription model. I like that idea. I'd pay so much a month or so much a year to be on Twitter. I mean, Sam's Club offers a subscription. You pay that, and it's $40-some a year, and you can shop at Sam's Club all you want. Twitter has already taken some steps in that direction with the introduction last year of Twitter Blue, a premium service that costs $2.99 a month for additional features like an undo button that allows for tweets to be recalled before they are sent. Musk has said Twitter Blue should be cheaper, that if people are paying, they shouldn't have to see advertisements, and that the cryptocurrency that started as a joke, Dogecoin, should be an acceptable form of payment for a Twitter subscription. Well, yeah, okay. I think that they should have a fee. I think Twitter should charge. People ain't going to like that. But the thing is that if you're paying for it, you'll be less likely to do any asinine thing you want to do because you got skin in the game now. So I'm all for Twitter having a fee. You know, if you want to use it, it'd be like an exclusive club. It would get rid of a lot of the spammers. It would get rid of a lot of people. 6, a big unknown. Reinstate Donald Trump. I think he was talking more as a joke when he said that. Musk has not publicly said whether he would allow former President Donald Trump back on the platform after the company permanently suspended him for rhetoric that broke its rules and stoked the siege on the U.S. Capitol on January 6th. Now, don't get me started about January 6th. I have a lot to say about that. That's for another video. It deals with the Declaration of Independence. It deals with what our founding fathers explained for us to do in case the government gets bad, so I'll talk about that later. on the Capitol on January 6th. In an interview with Fox News on Monday, Trump called Musk a good man, saying he was pleased with the billionaire's acquisition, but Trump said he has no plans to try to return to Twitter. Instead, Trump said he will be focusing on his alternative social network known as Truth Social. Now, what is truth? Truth used to be what really happened. Now, truth is what you can get somebody to believe. At an all-hands meeting on Monday afternoon, a Twitter employee asked CEO Parag Agrawal whether Trump would be reinstated. Agrawal said that was a question for Musk. He couldn't answer it. And if I got your name wrong, I apologize. Once the deal closes, we don't know which direction the platform will go, he said. Well, what do you think? Do you like the fact that Elon Musk is buying Twitter? Do you like the things that he's trying to do with Twitter? Do you use Twitter or not? I use Twitter a lot. I post my artwork on there. I am an artist. I post things that are relative. I post things that are important to me. I put up little knick-knacky sayings, like the one I'm about to say now. Remember, make tomorrow better than yesterday by doing the very best we can today. Now, a lot of people post what they find personal to them. Some post only Republican stuff. Some post Democrat stuff. Some jump down somebody's neck. Some people jump down somebody else's neck. What do you do? If you use Twitter, what do you use it for? Give me an idea down in the comments below. If you use Twitter and you think it's a good thing that Elon Musk is taking it over, put a comment down there below. If something needs to be done that I haven't mentioned in my video, put it in a comment. If you can think of something that would make Twitter better. I'm going to let you go on that note. If you like what you've seen, give me a big old thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you can be notified when new videos arrive. Have a good day, America, and all points beyond.